My name is Ifeoluwa Ogundipe, and I'm the founder of Awa Bike. I'm a Chelsea fan. I guess I'm definitely not married, at least not yet. No kids. I play a lot of football. I play a lot of tennis. My favorite player is Rafa Nadal. I like Djokovic too. Basically I like food. Best food is dodo. Anything with dodo, you got me. That's basically me outside work. There are two major challenges that inspired me in this regard. There's the challenge of congestion or traffic, right? It's really hard to move about this city, especially in peak periods, and the likewise cities in Nigeria, Africa as well, facing the same challenge. Secondly is, that challenge of pollution. A lot of us take environmental pollution for granted, environmental sustainability. You would agree with me that, Lagos, Nigeria today is much hotter than it was 10 years ago, right? And it's the same thing with the rainy seasons. The rains now are more intense, than they were back in the day. And these things can be traced down to the depletion of the ozone layer. If we look at those two challenges in terms of flexibility, being able to move around quickly, or quicker than other options at the moment. And we also look at environmental sustainability. Those were two challenges that inspired the idea Awa Bike. It's really simple. Firstly, you have to download the app, right? So the app is available for download on your Google Play Store or your Apple iOS store. Once you've downloaded the app, what you need to do is sign up, complete the registration process. Really similar to what you'll find with Uber or Taxify, the apps that a lot of Nigerians are already familiar with. And then automatically the app shows you, once you've signed up and you've registered, all you have to do is tap Find a Bike, right? So when you tap Find a Bike on your home screen, then it shows you the closest bicycles to you, right? So if you're looking for a bicycle and it's showing you that, for example, there's a bicycle 200 meters away and you can't find it, you can literally tap an icon right under there that then directs you, to the bike itself, right? So just in case you're in a location, you can see there's a bike, but you cannot actually see the bike, right? So there's some help there for people like that. And once you spot a bike, right, then what you want to do is tap unlock on the app. Once you tap unlock, then you can unlock two ways. So you can either use your smartphone camera, right, scanning on the QR code, or then you can just type the bicycle number for people that have smartphones or the phone cameras are bad, right? So what you can do is type the bicycle number. The bicycle number is located on three parts of the bicycle: on the locking device, on the arm bar of the bicycle, and on the front of the basket of the bicycle, right? So you can find the bicycle numbers there. So once you type the bicycle numbers and you press enter, then typically within 5 seconds, the bicycle unlocks. Sometimes it may take as long as 50 seconds, depending on how good the signal is in terms of internet and phone coverage, right? So the bicycle unlocks. Once the bicycle unlocks, you can ride the bicycle. And once you're done, find the closest parking station, park the bike, and then what you want to do is the locking device that opened, what you want to do is manually then lock it back. Right? As soon as you lock it back, there's a lever on the lock. You just pull it down, right? So as soon as you've done that, then you've ended your trip. Once you've ended your trip, we then send you a receipt for the amount of time, that you have used the bike, and then we charge you for that. The charge is 20 naira for 10 minutes. All right, that's what we're charging. Is super affordable. All right. For now, it's still like we're in a beta testing phase, So that price may change moving forward, but I don't expect that the difference is somewhat substantial per se. You can find us in Richmond Estate, which is Lekki axis, just behind Meadow Hall. You can also find us, we should be rolling out in Parkview Estate very soon. That's been done. Cooperative Villa Estate, Badore as well. That should be very soon. That's in terms of estates. There's some other estates coming up. But then with university campuses, we're in LASU, Lagos State University, we're in Redeemers University, we're also in Pan Atlantic University. I mean, so in terms of using the app, making payments, so sometimes obviously we have people that, because of the way we charge, so after they're done with the ride, we're not able to process that payment because they don't have, the amount that's required. So sometimes we find students, like cases like that, where students have taken rides, but then those rides haven't been paid for. The thing is, many of those times as well, we're able to collect those monies, and that's because in that scenario, users wouldn't have access to any other of our bikes, until those payments have been settled, right? So then they try to use the bikes again, then they find out that they don't have access, right? So then they go back and settle, whatever debt is outstanding. Also, a lot of Nigerians are not comfortable. So there's still that trust issue, in terms of having to put their card details on an app or things like that. And that's really expected because, it's not the best thing to say, but then we as a Nigerian society are dealing with challenges in terms of fraud and internet scams and all of that. So that's one area that has affected us. We found ourselves having to continuously sensitize people because even no matter how much we try to explain, there's some people that still don't understand that when they end the trip, they're supposed to manually lock the bikes, so they call us and then they tell us, oh, I unlocked the bike and I forgot to lock it. I can see that, on my app, it's still reading. Can you people lock it from your server? Someone else can be riding that bike, if it was even possible to lock it from the server, and someone else is on the trip and then that person falls and he breaks his head, then they'll say, oh, our bike is liable, our bike killed somebody or something like that. In the next 5 to 10 years, we definitely see ourselves across every street in Lagos, across every state in Nigeria, definitely in some cities outside Nigeria. We're an African brand.